Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Pacific Grand Western Railway. Today, I'm going to do a service and repair job on this Britanna that we got yesterday out of that box set. We're going to open it up today and service and give it some fresh oil, clean it, give the body a wash, and see if we can get it tuned up and running a bit better. That's on the menu for today. So, and I also just like to give you a quick update for not sleeping much last night. I got up and I put that Columbia Soups car together, roundhouse car together. I haven't painted the underframe yet. It's got roof, walks, everything on it. So I put it over to my AccuMate couplers. So that's now all back to get all back done together. Later date I'll paint up the underframe. So it is finished. And I also, just this morning, I've been working around and I got this little tank car all put back together again. I have to fit this chain on it better, but I'm just letting everything dry. I got lucky. I had brand new walkways for it and ladders. So I was able to take the old warped up walkway and broken up ladders off and put all new ladders on it. I have a little bit of trimming to do. I also opened it up and put some weights on it to weight it down a little better. It was a little light. And this is not the factory brake wheel, but I found a brake wheel and put on it. So, and again, I got AccuMate. Oh, these have got Katy couplers that was on it. I just cut the air hoses off. I remove them on all my cars. So, okay, so that's taken care of. So, with that, I'll adjust the camera. Let's get at this Hornby Triang. I noticed this one is a Hornby Triang. My other locomotive this one is a Hornby Diablo. This one is all solid metal. It's a very heavy locomotive. The boiler, everything is solid metal on it. This one runs perfect, rides nice. I just need to repaint it and of course fix the headlights and solder the headlights, everything on better, and put the cowcatcher on and the front coupler on, and find an original tender for it. This one, Hornby Triang, is all plastic shell on this one. This one is the Britanna. The other one, I believe, was the Spirit of Liverpool, was the other locomotive. So with that, let's get on to the thing. And this one, basically being the same as classic model trains. I'm going into it blind. I've had the Diablo one apart, but this one is a little bit different running gear and mechanism and how it holds together. So I'm kind of going into this one blind myself. So with that, let's get at it. But live and learn, as they say. So there you can try and keep it in focus. I also, putting around today, I found the trucks for this chassis system CNO boxcar. So I installed them, and now it's just to fix the steps on it. But I put the trucks on it, and this one I also found a set of trucks I had in the workbench, which I just discovered are two different types of trucks. Oh well, I'm gonna have to change that. But they put the trucks on it so I could get the couplers. I just mounted these are AccuMate couplers in the Katy number 242 universal black box, coupler box. So that's on there. So I see it originally, apparently it's a CN. I might knock that CN off it and put PGW rail on it. But I'm just letting the copper pockets dry good. Then I'll drill a hole in it and put some screws in to hold the trucks on, copper boxes on with screws, just so they don't pull off. So with that, let's get at this thing. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is if you're working on your workbench, there's an old saying, never throw anything out. Well, that was my grandmother's saying too. This is a microwavable dish. This came with some microwavable mashed potatoes. They make excellent containers for washing your parts off, for putting your rubbing alcohol and cleaning your parts. And this is also a microwavable dinner. It's got 3 compartments in it. I washed it, cleaned up. That's good for putting the parts in pieces while you're taking your locomotive apart. So you got the big one for the heavy pieces and the small pieces for the screws and whatever, so you don't lose everything. And I also have the copper boxes to put on this one. So with that, let me just grab my foam cradle. I knew there was something I was missing. This cradle I bought back in, I believe, 1989, somewhere around there. It's had quite a bit of uses over the years. The tender, we will, I gotta fix these up, because you see the wheels are coming apart. We will, the tender is Triang, the locomotive is Hornby. Go figure that mess out, but anywho. We'll start by removing his... I take it there should be a... Or maybe that just wasn't down far enough? Oh, okay. Well, only something that needs to be repaired. So we'll start with taking his trucks off. The other one has one screw holds everything together. You can see he's pretty dry. There, everything comes up. This, if you see the back of the tender, this copper, European copper thing, just holds on with one screw. It's got two pins, alignment pins. This here, I believe the copper, same thing went on here, and it was riveted on. But I don't know, I'll probably have to drill a hole in the middle to mount copper. But we'll deal with that when we get to that stage. Getting it cleaned up and running. Now, okay, this one is different, maybe. As you say, I'm going into this blind. And there's his body screw. Looks just like that. It's his front body screw. These truck mount screws are these little guys. They're in with the pilot and trailing truck. And that should. Okay. That didn't remove our body. Now what? It slips in there. Okay. Nope. No screw down there. You can't see that one. That should be the screw to do it. Oh, there it goes. We just stuck together. There we go. There's your name in there. It says Hornby, built in Britain. So there is one part I got to do a minor repair before I take it and wash it. Snapped it together yesterday. And that can dry. And I'll take it over to the sink off camera and give it warm water washing. Now there is your drivetrain, and all these things have a capacitor. However, this one is working. Oh, this one's got smoke. Well, it had smoke by the looks of things. That's been disconnected. Cool. That's quite okay, ladies and gentlemen. I usually, in all my locomotives, Bachmann, Tyco, everything else, I usually disconnect smoke unit. Because what I do find is, one, they're a pain in the behind. You have to keep putting oil in them. And two, they do draw power away from the motor. And I would prefer the power to get to the motor than what little bit of smoke that puffs out of them. So we'll just remove this while I'm working on it. And I guess I'm going to say the same thing. And seeing as this one's working, I think I'll leave all this mess alone. We're just going to clean up. Oh. And I see something that's missing. I am missing the main rod. How very interesting. Never noticed that till today. But she ran, so we'll have to, we're going to straighten out the thing where I'm missing this for the one side. Well, that's going to be fun. I got to straighten these rods out. That's going to be a part of the repair. So, and those are pins. Are they pressed in? Oh my. Okay, well, there's the wipers are there, contacts are there, contacts are there, okay. And the frame is one. Okay, well, now we can put this kind of out of the way for a second. And we will start removing things. And I can tell you it is sure dry. And by the looks of the wheels, it's had quite a that came off. Easy matter to restore. Oh, got a pretty good magnet on the little bugger yet still. I'll say. Let's go with my screwdriver. There's his engine screw, motor screw, like that. There we go. Just comes off like that. There's his motor. We'll take the brushes out and clean him all up. Give him some oil. And service it. Yeah, that is a really good magnet. That is a super good magnet. That is nothing wrong with that magnet. Go there for now. What else can we take apart? Now we can take the screw. Oh, we'll take these screws off. That should get to the bottom. Oh, I see the wipers on there. Oh, come here, you. Those are those ones. Or just like that. Basically the same as the motor mount screw. Okay, you're gonna make me. You're gonna make me snip you. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's got to be done. Well, wire's off anyway. And there's his contacts. I think I'm just going to put this down just a typo bit there. That might be better. There's the bottom of his contacts we can clean up. Oh. I guess them wheels are pressed on there. You can't get the wheels out of the frame. So we're going to have to clean them. I'll take the valve gear I can off. We're going to have to clean it in the frame. Good thing I got that big container. Yeah, shoe, whatever that means. Want that little guy for the hold the front together, maybe. Oh, he just holds this in. Maybe. Okay. These rods have got to be straightened out anyway. I gotta find a main rod for him somewhere. And there's the little side rod screws. They can go in with the couplers, so keep them separate. Oh, good. This is set and timed. Okay, cool. And we're going to take this side off too, because it needs to be. Okay, there, that comes apart like that. And this one then should pop up like that and come out of there like so. And this is what I need for the other side. I need another one of these for this other side. Now, what can fall off of here? That little doohickey. And this little doohickey. Okay, now does this come out of there? Okay. Going to be cleaned up. How about this thing? It just slides in there. Okay, that's pretty easy. But how do you get this thing just like that? Just like that. Don't need him, so. Okay, this went over to the power that took it off. Okay. So that's all there is to that for the smoke generator unit. Just comes out like that. Goes in for spare parts. No, that's all we can. Okay, we're just going to have to put that in the blasted little plugs are annoying. And that's all we can strip it apart. They ain't going to be pulling the wheels off. So we'll put it in the... See if I can straighten out these side rods best I can. When you're doing this, they're just in metal. Just very, very gentle pressure. I suppose that just pins in there. Ah. Cool. Okay, we'll take them. We'll take them right off. As you can see, how this tray comes in handy, and it's free. And I can straighten these out and put them back on after we clean everything. Okay. I guess that's as far as we can go, so. I think my cleaning brush is. This is just a cheap brush I got out of the dollar store. And while I'm opening up to do that, I'm going to fill up my, this is what I use for cleaning. I get this out of the dollar store. You can buy this out of the dollar store cheaper than you can out of the drugstore for the same size container. I'm just going to fill my little and these little drop bottles I got out of the dollar store too. We're just going to pour some. We don't need much. Oh, look at all the wash dirt did pull out of it so far. And just also would like to remind everybody, in the spirit of safety, when you're doing this, please do not smoke at your workbench. We do not want to lose our railroad family to accidents. And you'd be surprised how fast it can happen. Just getting a piece of paper here. These bugs are like a log. God, they're hard. There's that. And gears, everything looks to be good. Don't look like they've been, outside of being dry, they don't look like they're blind drivers, which I don't quite understand for a Pacific, but I'm not going to argue with Hornby. They're pretty well made locomotives, actually. I'm trying to get into the gearboxes and metal wheels. I guess the chassis is ground then. It doesn't pick up with the thunder. Pulled quite a bit of dirt out of it. The nice thing about this alcohol, it evaporates fast. And it won't damage you if you get it on your hands. It's made to be rubbed on your body. Okay. And we'll let that dry. I'm going to use a can of compressed gas cleaning pump. Dry it, just to dry it, and blow any residue and this also you can get out of the dollar stores. I think it's about $5 a can. But if you don't have an air compressor, it does work good. Whoopsie. How the heck do you work it now? Oh, I guess you gotta take that off. Maybe. And there we go. Just like that. Clean up your tires, his wheels. And this is just a real fine finishing sandpaper. Boy, these things are... You know what? I think no wonder he wasn't sluggish. Wonder what I got with the... We'll try this. See if make it a little easier with the power tool. And God bless Mr. Dremel. Ah, that does work better, I must admit. It was a long time in the hobby before I actually had one of these Dremel tools. And after you've had one, you wonder how the heck you managed to get by for so long without one. I'm just letting the wheel spin around a little bit as I'm going. And it cleans him up a bit better. I'm also going to clean up here where anywhere where there's contact, you want to clean up. I'm not really pushing too hard. I don't want to grind too much off. I just want to take the oxidization off. Bad spot there. I'll have to clean that one with the sandpaper. He's had some use. That's what I thought. Hang on a second. Let me pause this for a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in business. What I thought was going to happen. It's my mad whoopsie. I don't think this one picks up any juice, but this main rod is easy to put on when I find it. I'll have to see if I can go online. Maybe I can find some Hornby parts online over in England. Okay. Makes quick work of that. And that's this is a fiber one, plastic one, not a metal one. But it did the job. I'm just going to touch that one with that bad spot with the this one I'm going to keep pretty much original in memory of both my grandparents were on the railways in England, and hence they came over to Canada to help build railways in Canada. My grandfather's family was on the Great Western of England, and my grandmother's family was on the Great Eastern of England. My grandfather's family came over to take over and help build the Grand Trunk Pacific. They built the line from Jasper to Prince Rupert. Well, the old man Dutchin Smith stayed in the roundhouse, looked after the roundhouse for the Grand Trunk Pacific in Edmonton, Alberta, with his wife Emily, and the three brothers. My grandfather Cecil, Ernie, and Bill went west and to Jasper and built the line, put the line through to Prince Rupert. And the cousin Jimmy Fruin or James Pruin as he was known in the Royal Northwest Mounted Police, came over to police the country. My father was on the Vancouver Harbour Board, then he went up to the PGA. Unfortunately, he had sensitive eyes. He read both spots on the, in them days you had the spots you read on the book, and he could read both numbers, so they wouldn't let him be an engineer. So he left the railway and went into building boats. So I'm the only one that didn't go into railroading. I went into buses instead. This one was a little bit rougher. There's the bad spot. This one must have been sitting in a little spot of water or something at one time. There. That got him. That got him smoothed up. This one just a little bit dirtier than the other. This one here, I'm just gonna there we go. I'm just gonna blast that out again. Okay, that should be this done. So we're going to give him his oil, up his taste of oil on his bearings. This guy don't spin very free, does he? There he goes. That one spins good. Yes. Okay. And seeing as he's got metal gears, this I bought off of eBay. It was supposed to be made specially. I'll put up so you can get the name of it. It was specially made for Varney, they claim, for Varney engines. It's synthetic oil. It does not harm plastic. And this is just Lavelle 106 lubricating grease with Teflon. See, we got a metal gear here, which I think I'm out of. Not quite, but I'm just going to go around and see that the gear's got, I think I'm just about out of grease, which is not to worry. When this runs out, we got a great big tube of super lube. The reason this one's not going right now is it's got no flange on it. It's a blind driver. So we should be able to, I'm going to remove all these. When you're got on the part, if you see any of this stuff, remove the flashing. Just like that. Just give everything a bit of a cleanup. Well, that little screw did. Now where'd he go? Oh, this guy did was hold that There. Okay. And again, any flashing, just not sure what happened there. Let's just go back in here, like so. Or did it go upside down? Like, that looks more like it. Now, seeing as I'm gonna clean up his There's something I forgot to do. I'll do it in a minute here. I think only one of these pickups is getting power, but we'll fix that. Just gonna bend him out a little bit more so it gets on the back of the I'm just going to clean up the backs of these wheels where he rubs on the contact. Pretty simple design, actually. I have no idea what year this thing would have been made. What I'm like to get eventually, I'm looking for, is, I don't know how many of you ever watched NCIS with Mark Harmon and all the gang, but I would like to get a model of that mallard the old doctor had in his, on his Bobby's work table, office table. Just for the heck of it. Just getting some grungy old grease off it. That just went up in between there. Okay. Now we're just going to rinse the screws off a little bit. Okay, they can be a bit of a now, there we go. Okay, not going to tighten that down. Gotta get this other one in. Tighten them. They don't have to be super tight, just snug. You don't want to be snapped. These are brass, and one thing about brass screws, and the reason the British use brass screws in the metal is technically they're not supposed to season the metal because they're brass, two different metals, which is one reason why the British use brass nuts on their exhaust holder, exhaust manifolds on the engines. There we go. Whoops. Here we go. Just be careful of that. This wiper got in behind the wheel. Okay. I think I'm going to put his valve gear back on. Just going to throw it all in the, give it a little bit of a cleaning. And that one's pretty good. And always remember to put them back together on these valve gears, the square end is up. That seems to be. Yes, it works. Doesn't seem to be very tight, but guess we'll find out down the road. Okay, this is the one I got to straighten out. Very, very gently. And this gently does it. Well, we're going to have to resort to a different method. This little device I got off the internet. A little anvil. It's coming mighty handy. I'd say that's pretty good. I guess that here kind of holds the whole thing together, apparently. And here, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Sort of see what I'm doing, or trying to do, and get him in the hole. Steam engines. Oh, come on. Actually, what I'm going to do, give it just a tiny little bit of that. And it rubs in and out the hole. If I can get him in the hole, that is. There we go. Well, wouldn't you know it. Okay. Wrong one. And the right one. What's that? Oh, it doesn't go in. Hmm? This is gonna go. Oh. And again, not too rambunctious. Just that's all you need. Okay, we'll give him a little peck of okay. One side. Actually, a pretty good way they got this made. Just so you feel it click in. Now, seems to be it. Appears to me, somewhere in my travels, that's probably in my stuff in Surrey, BC, I've got the part for that. I got it timed perfectly. So again, we'll just give everything a little touch. Too bad we're missing that one part, but again, like I say, I might have it somewhere in my system. Okay, so far for that. Now we'll go on to cleaning the motor. And just like so. Oh, these are interesting brushes. That's an interesting brush. Oh, okay. That's how you solder onto. Oh, okay. Interesting, Hornby. Very interesting. Okay, I'm just going to give this a bit of a wash in the alcohol. I did get way too much alcohol out, but hey, it's only money. This is a 3-pole motor. And you're just going to throw the brushes into. Well, one brush is getting down there. Compressed air. I'll take a fiberglass pencil. Clean up his commutator. This guy was actually quite carboned up. Okay. I'll get one of these plastic doohickeys. These are just plastic oral dent picks. And we're just going to clean out the yeah, there was dirt in there. And these are something else. Yeah, there is dirt in there. These are something else you can get at the dollar store. And Colgate toothpaste section, toothbrushes. Okay. We're just going to give the oil a little. This guy's got a wick. We're just going to soak this wick. Just remove a little bit of the oxidization. I'm going to do the same thing on these. Just that I wanted to see. Okay. Should be able to put the brushes in with the motor back in, so. I'm just gonna just gonna I think I'm going to give that just a tad of this carbon conductive grease. This stuff gets all over everywhere. Oopsie. Just dropped the fridge vent. Okay, get this all back in there again. There we go. Hang it. There we go. There. This can go out of the way. We're going to put some. And I think what we're going to do is do with our just a touch of super lube. This is just a little bit of super lube on this here gear. And it's we're just going to turn him over. That's all turning nice and free. That's all you need, just to make a shine on it, just to and this thing, when it gets dirty, I just usually let it sit in some rubbing alcohol for a bit. Clean it. Let it clean. Whoops. And all it's going to do is just give this a light. You don't need much, just till it comes up. Takes the shine off it, and you'll see it'll come up dull. This is the one that had the pieces soldered on it. I think what I'm going to do is get up there. That there for now. And we're going to solder up his parts onto that thing before you slip it in. what we're going to do. Okay. Let me be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I just went and dampened the sponge for my soldering iron. I'm just going to give a bit of a quick cleaning. It can turned on, warmed up. I'm not exactly sure what this thing does on here, but seeing it was on there and it was working, it can go back on. There is an old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to give that just a little bit of a maybe just I don't know. It should be alright. Okay. I think I'm going to, seeing as that's a nice solid joint, what I'm going to do is put these two together and put them onto here rather than solder it back into there. Maybe. Might work. Strip him just a little bit more. There we go. Wow, you swine. Again, I'm just going to give him a little bit of a clean off with take this old there. Just did that. This is rosin core solder. Ouch. Oh, yeah. Now, this is going to be the fun part. That's too high. That's just right. Gotta sort of go on there like that. See if we can make it. According to Hoyle, if you believe Hoyle, this should slip in like that. So now we'll block testing. Let's see what we got. You can see that alcohol takes the carbon out of this brush pencil. It cleans that pencil up pretty good. Now, power leads. Turning on, getting some power. Let's see what we got here. Okay, this thing. Not sure I like this. Okay. Apparently he goes. So we'll work on the, we'll clean up his other parts. We're just gonna, well, we got the alcohol, we're just gonna toss everything in the alcohol and give them a good cleaning. Not gonna hurt anything. We're just going to give his wheels a quick next. These will probably be wire brushed because they're, yeah, I don't think they pick up any power. Maybe they do, I don't know. Ah, well, that's gonna get. I'm just gonna do with that. Just put a little. They're well-made locomotives. Okay. What we're just gonna do is give them a little. Very nice. And these guys have got bearings on the side here, just give a touch. Just like that. Looks like they're both the same screw. Oops, I gotta wait until I put the. Gotta put the body on him first. Because it's the kind of thing, we're just gonna give him a little. Just a little pack of oil to help it swivel. Okay, what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to pause the video for a minute while I wash the body. Okay, we're back. All right, come up good. Names are all on there good. Clean piece of paper here. Not that one, but it's gone now. I guess that's supposed to be his steam whistle. I have no idea what the English used for headlights, if they even had any. I'll just give it a air blasting to dry it off, and we're putting it back together. Oh, I guess we gotta take that off. Ain't that swell? No, that is a hoop to get back together. Oh, I see what happened there. Down a little too far. This one here would be a little different. We'll see. I think they're both the same, but we'll see. Oh, I need it better. Okay. Okay. Oh, crackers. Okay, this is going to get me really annoyed here. Hmm. Trying going from this way. Ah, okay. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, for mechanical work, I can use both hands. Okay. Okay. That should be the engine back together. Before we work on the tender, I'm just going to put him on the that and don't need the soldering iron anymore. I'm just going to put him on the test track and see what happens. And just like that. Oh, he's nice. Whoopsie. Okay, let me put a little spot of stick 'em on now. That is nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now, to work on the tender. Whoopsie. Unplug. Now, hopefully, we remove the screw. That will come off. I have the feeling I'm going to need a longer screw, but we have that. Just giving him a I need one of those boot brushes that classic model train has. Oh, I also need to do some work on these steps, but I'll do that off camera. But I am going to straighten this up. Like that. And I'll fix his steps up off camera once he's done. Now, these are those coupler pockets from Katie. I think I can get rid of this now. If you make coupler. When you put these together, make sure the Katie is out. And they just snap together like that. And I did it the wrong way. And this way, so should I ever need to replace the coupler, the bottom comes off. And yes, very much I need a longer screw. Not a biggie. We have the technology. Everybody else says made in British but built in. Just to be different. Now hopefully that comes out the same height. There's my Tyco box. Sorry if you catch that. Oh, a mile too low. Okay, so that's going to take some work off camera, putting that coupler on. So we're going to put him back together. We'll hook him up with his, whoops, what we're going to do is these have a little bit of a pocket here. We're just going to give him a little bit of touch of oil in each one of them. Only need the taste. Gotta fix that coupler off. Okay. I'll just put him under here so you can see him. Really nice low speed too. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Britannia's back railing the rails. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So the Britannia is back riding the rails. I'm going to have to notch that coupler box out at the back. That can be done. I'll do that off camera, and I'll fix the steps up where it's broken and see about what I do for something on the front end for a coupler. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's servicing a Triang, a Hornby Triang, Britannia. And I'm pretty sure the other one was the Spirit of Liverpool. That one, it's already been serviced and running, but it's supposed to be red and black. So something similar to this one. It's a red boiler and black front. So I'm going to be stripping the paint off it and repainting it. And it's not going to go back to English name. It will get PGW name on it. It's been modified. It's not a original English engine for this one outside of the couplers. If I can find his front pads for him, I will. Whatever. This one I'm just going to keep for memory of my family members on the railways of England. And it'd be nice to have it run. I got to get some English passenger cars for them. And that I can get the railway layout fixed up. We can put it on and run some trains. I got some other passenger cars that can probably pull for now. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. And from all of us at Pacific Grand Western Railway, thank you for tuning in. And if you like, share, leave a comment, subscribe. The more the merrier for our subscribers. And for my 64 subscribers I do have, thank you very much for subscribing. And enjoy your day, and we'll catch you in the next video.